Hi guys, welcome back. This is the Microsoft Surface Go. I've unboxed it and I've used it for a reasonably good amount of time, and here is my review. The version I have is the 8GB RAM and the 128GB SSD storage variant, and it costs around 50,000 in India, but there is also a cheaper version which is selling for 38,000 Indian rupees, and the problem with that is that you get only 4GB RAM and 64GB storage, which is eMMC storage. It's a slow storage, and if you can afford this one, I would recommend that you get this one. Like all our reviews, we are going to concentrate on things that are important for day-to-day use. And here, we're going to check 5 factors, which are the design and build quality, the display, the processor and its performance, battery, and all the other stuff. First, let's check the design and build quality. It's a well-built, sturdy device. The main body is made of magnesium alloy, and it has a smooth finish, but it's not that slippery. The sides, they are rounded, so it's comfortable to hold in the hand. There is also a shiny Microsoft logo on the rear, and then there is this kickstand which has infinite adjustable position, and it's sturdy. I really like this kickstand. In your lap, you won't feel any discomfort, but since it's a small device, using it on your lap is not an ideal thing. The rear camera is flushed, and that's a good thing. And for the buttons, you get a power button and volume rocker, which are of good quality and is tactile. You also get a micro SD card slot hidden inside the kickstand, so if you want to expand your memory, you can do that. For the ports, you get the Microsoft proprietary charging port, a USB-C port. This USB-C port can be used for charging if you have a USB-C charger, and there is also a headphone jack. You don't get a USB-A port, so if you have the old USB pen drives, you need to get a dongle for that. The bottom section has pins for connecting the Microsoft keyboard, which is a must if you want a really good experience with this product. And finally on the front is the display, which has Gorilla Glass 3. I don't use a screen guard, and there isn't any scratches here, so that's a good thing. You also get the front firing stereo speakers on either sides, which are really good speakers. It's sufficiently loud and clear, and I like the speakers used here. So overall, for the design and build quality, it's a well-built device, and weighing just at 552 grams, it's not that heavy too. Microsoft has done a very good job here, and I really like the design and build quality, even though it has limited number of ports. The second thing we are going to check is the display. The display used is a 10-inch display which has a resolution of 1800 by 1200 with pixel density of 217. And this display is a really good display. The colors are accurate and the viewing angles are good. And overall, this is a display I enjoyed using. Microsoft used a good quality panel, and for this price, I'm glad that Microsoft did that. The display is not that big, but it's ideal for me. The only thing I don't like here is the bezels around the display, which is really big. During day-to-day use, you won't notice it much, and for the display quality, I'm gonna say it's a good display and I like it. So that takes us to the third and the most important thing, which is the processor and its performance. The processor that powers the Surface Go is an Intel Pentium Gold processor, which has Intel HD Graphics 615. And it's not a high-end processor like the i5 or the i7, and please do keep that in mind in case you're looking to buy this. Now, it's not something like the Intel Atom processor, which was really bad. This thing does common day-to-day tasks really well, like browsing the internet, sending emails, reading PDF, using Microsoft Office apps, playing light games that are available in the Windows Store, then some multitasking with 3 or 4 tabs open. That's all fine, and it works perfectly, at least on the model I am using. And that's it. Don't expect it to do intense stuff like running AutoCAD or MATLAB or softwares like that. You will be able to do some light photo editing, but this thing is for doing basic stuff and getting your basic work done. And if you understand its limits and you buy it based on that, you can say its performance is good. I knew that before I bought this, so I'm happy with its performance. Out of the box, the Surface Go runs on Windows 10 S mode, and I turned it off instantly because S mode is like a restricted mode where you can't install apps from outside the Windows Store, and since the Windows Store doesn't have much apps, the S mode doesn't make any sense. But since Microsoft lets you turn it off for free and without any difficulty, that's not an issue. And that takes us to the fourth thing, which is the battery. About the battery life, I can say this device has really good battery life. I get somewhere between 6 to 7 hours during my daily use. Microsoft claims that you'll be getting around 9 hours of battery life for video playback on Wi-Fi, but my usage was a mixed bag, and maybe that's the reason why I didn't get that much of battery life. For charging, you get the Microsoft proprietary magnetic charger, which I like. This is an extra cable that you have to carry, but I like these magnetic chargers which are easy to attach and pull off. I like the charging speed with this charger. Now, if you're a person who likes to carry only a single cable, and if it's USB-C, then you can use the USB-C port available here for charging. So overall, I'm going to say I'm happy with the battery life and the charging methods. And that takes us to the final thing, which is all the other stuff. And here, the first thing we're going to check is the camera. The front camera is a 5 megapixel camera and it can record video at 1080p. It's a really good quality camera and your video calls are going to look really good. This camera also has the Windows Hello feature, which helps you for face authentication, and that's also a good thing. The rear camera is an 8 megapixel autofocus camera. It can also record 1080p video. I didn't check the photo capturing capability of the rear camera, mainly because you're not going to use this device to capture photos, but you will be using it for scanning documents, and for that, it's a good camera. The next thing is that if you have a dongle, you can connect your hard disk and pen drives through its USB-C port, or if you have a USB-C hard disk or pen drive, you can directly connect them and access the files. And for the microphone, it just has one microphone, which is good for video calls. Then you get all the necessary sensors like ambient light sensor, gyroscope, accelerometer, etc. And if anyone is curious, you get pre-installed Microsoft Office 365 Home Edition, but it's a trial version and you can only use it for 30 days. So that's it. We checked everything and finally it's time to decide whether you should buy this thing or not. This device is a totally different device and I can't give a verdict like you should buy it or you shouldn't buy it because it's a complicated thing. Now, initially when I unboxed, I thought it was a direct competition for the iPads, but after I had used it, it's not. iPads run on mobile operating system, but this thing is not like that. So is it a laptop? No, it's really a hybrid between a laptop and a tablet. It's running Windows and hence you can use all the Windows apps from the Windows Store and from outside and you get a full laptop experience. The best example is the browser. You get a full desktop browsing experience here. But since the processor has its limits, you can't do everything that you do in a high-end laptop. So this device is to fill a gap where if you want a device which runs Windows and you can do all the basic stuff really well and you want a full-fledged desktop browsing experience in a portable and well-built device which is not insanely priced, then the Surface Go is a great option. And I feel students who need to do basic stuff will surely enjoy this device. And one more thing is that please do get the Surface Go keyboard with this device because without that, it's an incomplete device. That's all for this video guys. Hope you liked it. If so, please do hit the like button and please do subscribe. See you again in the next video. Till then, bye.